keynote speaker, actress, entrepreneur, co-host of Dish Nation and Real Housewives of Atlanta star, Porsha Williams.
Hello, everybody. How y'all feeling? Are y'all ready for this little Q&A? I am so glad to be here, back at the Ultimate Women's Expo. Let me introduce Trina Braxton.
Everybody, I'm the lucky girl. I get to ask Porsha all the tea.
We're gonna get on into it.
Yes, but we're not gonna be shady.
Well, I like a little shade.
Okay, but we got black girl magic going on here,
Yes,
so we're gonna make it all happen, Captain.
All day.
Yes. All right, so we're just gonna jump into it and get all the way in your business. But doesn't Porsha look amazing right now, y'all? I was in the back and I said, you just had a baby and you look amazing. I had my babies 20 years ago, so I have no excuse. So what's going on?
That's love on you, girl. That's all love.
Okay, so you are an Atlanta native.
Yes.
Born, bred, and butter. And your parents, they were both entrepreneurs. So do you think that's how you got your drive to do what you do?
Absolutely. You know, from a very early age, I watched my mother be an entrepreneur, owning her own child care business, and I actually started working in it at the age of 17.
Wow.
And at the age of, how many, I think I was like 19, I was hiring and firing, because at that point I was a director, which is it's a serious skill, because you know, in childcare, when you let somebody go, or any business, you don't want them to feel bad. You just want them to know that you're handling business, right? So at a very young age, I learned how to be very direct and handle business. And my father, he also had a chemical company, and yes, so just watching them and knowing that you can be your own boss of a business, and you have to work it, you have to be diligent, you have to love it. They definitely put entrepreneurship in my blood.
Well, as an entrepreneur, what is the best piece of advice they've ever given you?
Wow, it's so much advice that they have given me over the years. You know, at the age of 24, I also have my own child care center of about 400 children, which people don't really know. But I would say the best advice would be, do something that you are passionate about. You know, and it may not originally be your purpose, because we all got to make money, right? But do something that you are passionate about, and make sure it's something that you put your whole mind and spirit into to learn. Make it your craft. Don't just do something just because of the money. Make sure it's something that you are going to want to wake up and do every single day, especially if it's your business. Now, we work jobs, right, that we don't want to be at. But why would you start a company that you don't want to be at, or you don't want to do? When you talk to people in any business, whether you're selling something, whether you're in the service industry, people can feel if you're telling them the truth. They can feel if what you're selling them has already resonated with you first. So for me, any business that I have done, whether it be in glam, whether it be also in service, has been something that I've been passionate about.
Well, another thing a lot of people might not know about you is that you were on Celebrity Apprentice.
Yes.
So has doing that molded you or shaped you to do anything that you're doing today? And do you keep in contact with anyone you've met during that experience?
Oh my God, so I never really get asked the Celebrity Apprentice question. It's like I did it and nobody talks about it, right? Because I'm on Atlanta Housewives, so everybody wants to talk about Atlanta Housewives. But Celebrity Apprentice really showed me that, you know, over the years, I wasn't just doing business, I had acquired certain skill sets that didn't just pertain to what I had been doing. So my job has always been in the childcare industry. Through Housewives, it's been in the beauty industry. But on Celebrity Apprentice, I was actually head editor of a lot of the major campaigns that we would put together. That skill set that I had learned that could go from this job to that job to that job is that I pay a lot of attention to detail. So a lot of times you can take one of your skill sets, and let's say you start a business and it failed. Well, that ain't it. You can take that skill set and put it into something else. So for me, I learned that I can do a lot of different things simply because I'm a very detail-oriented person. And as far as who I keep in touch with, you know, Brooke Burke is amazing. She's an absolutely beautiful entrepreneur and fabulous mom, and she's always in shape. I love her and admire her. Layla Ali is another one who I often keep in touch with. She has a great podcast, y'all.
Yes.
Have to check it out. So yeah, I'd say those two are the ones that I talk to.
All right, so we're gonna delve into Atlanta Housewives just a little, baby, okay?
My girls.
So, now, did you audition for that role, or did they come to you for that?
Well, Atlanta Housewives kind of started, it was so, it just happened. It really did just happen. I was just like you guys. I was a fan of the show. Sitting on the couch, I was a real housewife at the time, the word housewife. I didn't work and I was sitting on the couch. I watched the show all the time. My favorites on the show were Kim Zolciak, Marlo for her fashion, honey. You know, that's just what I was attracted to, the fabulousness of women in Atlanta. So that's what I would watch it for. And then so what happened, one of my friends wrote in, told them all my business, okay? I had no idea. And she came back a couple days later and was like, you know that show Housewives? I'm like, yeah, bitch. Not bitch.
All right, we've all said it before, right? Everybody, yes.
Y'all, if y'all watch Housewives, y'all know that is our second favorite word. But I was like, of course I know that show. And she was like, well, they want to meet with you. And I'm like, meet with me? And so I said, well, I don't know. I'm really not sure. I said, but I'm about to do a charity event for my family, Jose Feed the Hungry and Homeless. And I did it at my grandfather's home. If y'all know him, he was a civil rights leader here in Atlanta. And I did an event, and they said, well, we're going to just bring the cameras. And we're also going to invite a girl named Kenya Moore. And I'm like, oh, Kenya Moore! I'm like, I love Kenya Moore. Like, I love her. Like, I admire her so much. And they have brought the cameras. They were like, do what you normally do. We're going to just have the cameras, and you're going to introduce Kenya, who I had made my honorary guest for the event, and we're just going to follow your day. I'm like, oh, that's simple. Okay, because of course, when you're sitting at home, you think that they're just following us with the cameras, right? You're like, oh, that's what they do. So we get there, and Kenya shows up, and I'm like, oh, Kenya Moore, and I call her the Miss America, I think. I can't remember what I called her, but it was the wrong title. Look, I still don't know it. And called her the wrong title, and she got upset, and then history was made at that point. I told the producer, she's gotta go, and the producer was like, wait. I said, I don't want to do this on camera. Turn the cameras off. This isn't going how I want. I just want this to be perfect. And they were like, no, 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 no. Do what you would do. So I did what I did, and Decatur came out, and her Detroit came out.
Right, all right.
And from that point, they called me after that and was like, we would like you to be a housewife. We want you to go with us to Anguilla. We want you to be a housewife, and that's how it happened.
Wow, that's a great story.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question now. We all know regret is moot. But what is your most cringeworthy experience from being on the show?
I mean, I have so many.
Hey, pick two.
I have
the top two.
the top two. I would say the Underground Railroad. Okay, you know that right there. I mean, you just get frozen on the damn camera. Okay, like you start saying something dumb, and then the cameras get bigger, the lights get brighter, and you just cannot find your way out of it. That's one. When I first met Nene and Cynthia was another cringeworthy moment. I'm sitting on my couch. I had no idea what I had said and seen, right? I just knew I was nervous to meet them. I'm watching it on the TV, and I'm like, yeah, we serve people 265 days a year. And I'm like, bitch, what did you just say? I was like, what did I say? I called Nene. I said, Nene, do you remember me saying that? She was like, yes, your ass said it. And, you know, I just couldn't believe it because I had said it. I was nervous. And then now it's for the world to see. So, yeah, I have many cringeworthy moments on the show. But that's the good thing about having longevity on the show and not missing a season is that people can see your growth. You start out, the cameras are so intimidating. You guys are intimidating. I know you're gonna see me and judge me, but over the years, you get more comfortable with who you are. You get comfortable with what your mistakes are. And over the years, that is what has happened to me. I have grown, and I have grown to love every part of me, as imperfect as I am. And I love you guys because you're on that journey with me.
That's right.
And you guys support me no matter what. You know, and you guys can see, even in my faults, you can say, you know what, she's got a good heart, we're gonna give her a pass on that. So that's one really good thing about being on this show.
Well, I'm about to get all the way into the shade of it all. Okay, so is there any cast member from the franchise that is no longer on the show that you would like to bring back to the show, and why would you do it?
Okay, so this is probably the number one question that people like to ask current housewives, current peach holders. We're about to start our new season. Y'all know that. Y'all know how our rotation goes. Woo! Clap for that!
Clap it up!
Season 11, okay?
Yes.
Be tuned in. Set your TVR and all that. But I would say, you know, I want this season to be, okay, let's start from last season. So last season, I feel like I was my most authentic self, right? Like I had a really good time. I was pregnant. Can't nobody tell me nothing, you know, like I just was having fun with the girls. And I feel like this season, I want to get back to the sisterhood of who we are on the show. I feel like you guys want to see the sisterhood. So I feel like we can revive some old relationships. I would be happy
Which ones?
I would be happy to see Kenya back.
All right.
I see she got about some people out there. Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to be shady, y'all know. Like, no, but I love Kenya. Kenya and our relationship has grown leaps and bounds. I would definitely like to see Phaedra back. You know, and honestly, you know, even though this girl, she, you know, did a lot of shady stuff, but I think we need a bone collector.
Bone collector.
I think we might need a bone collector.
Who's the bone collector?
I don't know. If Marlo can do it for us, I would love to see Marlo hold a peach.
Right?
But if Marlo decides not to play with us this season, I think Sheree should come back.
All right.
And do a little bone collecting, you know. But because I really want season 11 to be about relationships.
All right, season 11.
Yes! I want it to be about the girls' relationships. I'm going through a lot personally, and I need my sisters. A lot of my girlfriends are going through a lot personally. They need their sisters. And actually, our relationships off camera have grown. So I would like for you guys to see that on camera.
Has it grown more so for you and Kenya because you share this new motherhood moment?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that before we were able to share motherhood, I think motherhood changed her when she got pregnant. I feel like her marriage changed her.
How so?
I just feel like, you know, as single women, y'all know, society can put a lot of pressure on you and act like you're incomplete because you ain't got a man. You know, I may have fallen victim to doing that to people sometimes, and I may have fallen victim to people treating me that way. So I feel like when you get someone who loves you the right way.
I know that's right.
Look at her, newly engaged.
What you mean?
I know that right.
Whatever are you talking about?
Y'all give her a hand clap, honey. She just got engaged.
No, this is a Porsha moment, because I still got some more tea to
Oh, I
add.
can share the light, honey, and shine bright. But no, I love Trina. But no, I feel like a great man who's a great supporter in your life can change you. I feel like a baby will change you, and I feel like it will open you up, and you won't be worried about small stuff. So I feel like that has happened to me. That has happened to her. She and I have definitely bonded.
Okay, well, who's?
Oh, season 12. Shoulda.
Oh, it's really 12? Okay, this is season 12.
They gave me shots this morning, child.
Did you share?
Okay, edit that. It was season 9. We on season 12.
Y'all didn't hear me asking her to share. Where the shots at, girl? I'm just playing.
They ain't gonna play that on my show, no way. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so, whose peach would you take away?
Huh? We was just having a good sister girl moment.
But don't y'all want to know whose peach she would take away? We want to know. Inquiry minds want to know.
away nobody's check.
Hello.
Because a peach is a check.
It sure is.
Yeah, so I wouldn't take away nobody's check. But I don't like sitting peaches. I don't like a peach just sitting there in the bunch, ain't doing nothing. Come on and earn the peach. But I wouldn't say nobody needs to go nowhere. Come get your money.
Okay, so you wouldn't trade a past for a present?
No, because that's somebody gotta lose a check.
Yeah, that's true now.
I ain't messing with nobody's check. Don't mess with mine.
No, don't mess with mine.
Okay, we all have bad seasons, honey. Don't knock me off just because.
Okay, so let's talk about your entrepreneurship. Let's talk about naked hair.
Yes!
So, how did that come about? What made you decide to do this line?
So for you guys who aren't familiar, I have a hairline called Go Naked.
Woo!
Thank you, GoNakedHair.com. You tried my hair before.
I have. It's amazing.
Did you enjoy it?
It's amazing, actually.
Yes. But so my line Go Naked Hair got started after my divorce. I was a housewife, I told y'all, and I had to secure my own future or secure the bag, like y'all young folks would say. And so then I decided, what can I get into that I'm again going to be passionate about, want to wake up and do, and what I love to do. And I said, hair. Because at the time after my divorce, I was very insecure. I mean, a breakup can just take so much from you as a woman. Even though you still who you are, you forget it for a minute, right? So at the moment, I was just kind of down and out. And so I just started changing my hair. So I would wear curly hair and it would instantly make me feel fun and flirty. I would wear short hair as a bob and I felt business, okay? Business Barbie. I would do long, I would feel exotic. So for me, I realized my hair is helping me mentally. It's making me feel good about myself. It's my crown. Let me share this with other women. So I decided for about 2 years, I searched for the perfect hair company because most of the hair was trash on the market. And so I said, I want to get some virgin hair. Some hair that has not been processed. It ain't been mixed together with some old dirty hair. And then when you wear it, it's messing up after the first 2 times. So that's why the line is called Naked Hair, because our hair is non-processed. Yes. It is completely virgin hair. Contrary to what some people say, I wear my own hair at all times.
It looks amazing.
Matter of fact, the hair I have on right now is naturally really curly. But I had my stylist, Lena, Girl Gone Style on Instagram. I had her straighten it out this morning. I gotta plug my girl. I had her press it out for me this morning. So anyway, the business came out of a hardship. And it's a business that I really love, and it's a business that a lot of my girlfriends trust and a lot of people out there trust. So check it out, Go Naked Hair.
Well, I trust it myself. And speaking of trust, you work along with someone you trust, your sister.
Yes.
So how is that? I already know how it works when you work with your sisters. But how is it for you working with a sibling?
Well, my sister Lauren is amazing, and if you guys have been following our journey on the show with Go Naked Hair, y'all seen us argue on the show. I mean, because sometimes when you're doing business with family, you get wrapped up in the business instead of the family. And so we started having a difficult time, working together and disagreeing till we lost our sistership, where we would just spend time together. But I have to say, my sister is so smart. She is so driven that she has mostly pretty much ran the whole company while I'm getting into some other things.
Yes.
So business is doing very well, and know that if you get our hair, it has been touched, it has been, gone through by Lauren. She's just the best business partner I could ever ask for.
Oh, you guys are such an amazing duo.
Thank
though.
you.
And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, you guys ever bought hair and then you tried to dye it, or you send somebody to dye it and it turns like green, or it has like a little tinge of something else underneath? And this is not just because I love you. It stays the way it's supposed to. It's really amazing. It's really great hair. I'm gonna plug you myself.
We got a booth. Where the booth at, girl?
Where's the booth?
Oh, the booth is up front.
Make sure you guys go to the booth. Okay. But you have just been doing so much right now in your life, and you've also caught the acting bug.
Yes.
So do you feel like that's something that you want to pursue?
Absolutely. I feel like acting kind of comes natural to me because for some reason I'm able to read a script and then just digest it in the morning and have it. So, I did the tour with Vivica Fox about a year ago.
My sister Tawanda.
Yes, Tawanda. I met Tawanda and love her. She's amazing. But yeah, we did that. But yes, I have some scripted things coming up. They are in the works. I know you guys are gonna love it. So yeah, I definitely have a lot of acting coming up.
And you did an amazing job on that, by the way. You were cute boots. Your body was everything. So,
Thank you.
Well, another thing that you want to do is you want to have your own cosmetic line. Is that true?
Yes, that's definitely a dream of mine. You know, a lot of people have started makeup lines, you know, just because we're on TV and it's like, oh, I get offered to do a makeup line, I'm gonna do it. No, I've been offered, but I want to make sure it's the right line. I have combination skin, okay, on dry, oily, dark, and light, okay, all over this face.
Different spots.
So, yeah, all over. So I want to make sure that I get the right foundation to fit every single color, every woman, every skin type. So I am definitely working on curating a line right now. But I'm not going to put it out until it's just right.
Exactly, because we all know Rihanna's doing her daggone thing.
Oh,
with the
yes,
whole
Fenty, honey. I got Fenty on. Yes.
Oh, it looks amazing.
I love her.
And you know, a lot of people don't know, especially because we wear makeup every day, and how it takes such a toll on your skin.
Yeah.
A lot of times when people like us decide to do things like makeup lines, it's based on the fact that we struggle with things with our skin every day, and we know that people have those same struggles. So we want to do things not just to help ourselves and benefit ourselves, but to benefit people who have the same problems that we do with our skin.
Absolutely. Like, my skin is good right now because I look like basic every day with my baby every day. So I don't really wear makeup a lot right now. But you know, when you start back wearing makeup, you get the makeup face. Like I always said, if you wear makeup, you almost gotta wear makeup. It does that. And it shouldn't be that way. So I'm gonna make a line that is gonna be great for our skin. So if you wanna be beat one day to the max and the next day give your man ultra natural, you'll be able to do that. So.
Okay, well we're running out of time, but I have to ask you
I'm not running out of time. Marlo ran my time up.
It was so cute though. It was cute boots down. But speaking of cute, we gotta ask you about the baby.
Oh, my little baby.
Your baby's beautiful. But I have to ask you this. What about motherhood has changed and or matured you?
Oh my gosh, so my baby PJ, Pilar Janae McKinley. I know some people want to know how you pronounce her middle name. She's everything, okay? Like, I definitely ask, you know, a lot of moms, like, how is motherhood, etc., and they tell you, oh, you're gonna love this baby, you're gonna be this or that. Nobody can explain it to you the way you feel it when she gets here. Like, she's literally my heart outside of my body. Like, now when people ask me about motherhood, I'm like, oh, it's amazing, I just love it. But I do have to say, the first 3 weeks, I struggled because I ended up getting high anxiety. I had never really suffered with anxiety before, but she brought on anxiety because I wanted her to be good. I couldn't sleep. I'm like staring at her all the time. It just wore me down. And then I also had issues with breastfeeding, which almost sent me into postpartum depression. I had a rough time in the beginning, but now she just celebrated her 2 months.
Yay!
Yes!
Congratulations!
Yeah, thank you. So we're out of the hell 6-week mark, and she's amazing. But motherhood has changed me in a way that when you look at your child, you just become more driven. So I just want to do everything, and I want to do everything right. And more so, I want to be safe so I can come home for her. So she's just my top priority.
I think that's really amazing.
Yes.
She's so beautiful.
Thank you.